Cell division is very important for growth, reproduction, and maintenance of the body, that is to repair. So if you look at your skin cells, a lot of skin cells are actually actively dividing and the dead cells on the surface are shedding, and that is part of the way that they can maintain skin, the largest organ in the body. But beyond the skin, if you look at that, there are a lot of microbes living in this body, they call microbiome, and they also actively divide, but they use a different process called as a binary fission. So that is the first thing that we are going to look at. Binary fission is the way bacteria as well as chloroplasts or mitochondrion in eukaryotic cells divide by simply dividing in two. That's a lot simpler considering the fact that bacteria doesn't live that long. It's 20 minutes is an average life cycle of a bacterium that lives in your gut, but there are other bacteria may live a little longer, but that's an average lifespan. But eukaryotic cells, on the other hand, they live longer and they take longer time to divide. It takes about 2 days or 3 days to divide, depending on the type of the cell. So the eukaryotic cells go through a division called as mitosis. So that is also called as a somatic cell division. That will be the focus of the second part of this chapter. In mitosis, the cells divide with equal number of chromosomes going on from the nuclear division, and whatever is available in the mitochondrial collection or the chloroplast collection in plant cell will be divided randomly between the two daughter cells. So in mitosis also, the cell division results in two identical daughter cells, but occasionally there is also a mitotic crossing over where there are exchanges of genetic material between chromosomes. But the ultimate variation is created by a sexual reproduction method called as a meiosis, where it generates the gametes needed for the sexual reproduction, sperm and the egg cells. So the meiosis is also known as asexual reproduction, as well as it is also called as a reduction division. So the meiosis is the basis for sexual reproduction because it combines the two chromosomes, one you get from your mom, one set you get from your dad, and they go through a process called as a crossing over or genetic recombination. So that crossing over or genetic recombination results in multiple variations of the cells, and they also sort out independently between the chromosomes from mom and dad. So meiosis results in highly variable daughter cells that then come and fertilize. A sperm cell and the egg cell fertilize together, results in a zygote in a random manner, resulting in a huge amount of variation. So in terms of evolutionary process, binary fission is the simplest of all. Then comes mitosis and asexual or vegetative reproduction, and meiosis is used in sexual reproduction. All right, meiosis is an integral part of sexual reproduction where gametes are generated by the parents, sperm cell by the male parent and egg cells by the female parent, and they need to have half the number of chromosomes compared to their parent so that when they fertilize together, they become a complete set of chromosomes, like two sets of chromosomes. If the parents continue to combine without reducing the chromosome number, they are going to double the chromosome number in each generation, which is not sustainable. So meiosis generates the gametes, sperm cells or egg cells that are utilized in sexual reproduction by random fertilization. Lastly, in this chapter, we are going to look at how the cell division is regulated. Imagine a cell division going out of control. Either it can result in cancer of uncontrolled cell division, or it may not divide at all, resulting in death of the cell or the organism. So cell division needs to be very tightly controlled. And there are proteins involved in cell division that can sense the environmental factors as well as internal conditions and then regulate cell division. So this chapter is primarily divided into binary fission, mitosis, meiosis, and regulation of cell division.